Today we will study form, meaning and function in Mega Goal 3, prepared by Mohammed Al-Bheri, presented by me, Mohammed Al-Athimi. Objectives. In this lesson, you can use comparative and superlative forms of adjective in real sentences. Practice how to use need to be done form with past participle adjectives. Use have or get with the past participle. Now, talk about these pictures. Talk about this picture. Tell me something about this. This insect, like beetle. This another insect. We have two insects. And we have two boys. Yes. Say something about them. Yes. Beetle is small. And ant, I think it is ant, is smaller than beetle. This is smaller. This is small, but this insect is smaller. Now these two boys. This boy is very fast. He is fast. But the other one on wheelchair is faster. He's faster. What comparative and superlative forms of adjective mean? What's the meaning of comparative and superlative forms? Okay. Comparative between two things. For example, this line, this is another line. Superlative, more than two things. For example, line, here we have line 1 and line 2. Line 1 is smaller than line 2. Line 2 is taller than line 1. But when we find this 1, 2, 3, 4, we have more than 2 lines, 4 lines. We can say that number 4 is the tallest. Number 1 is the smallest or the shortest. Here this is superlative. We are using the superlative form. We are comparing between more than two things. And when we compare between two things, we call this comparative form of adjective. Now let's go to the next slide. The comparative. Now in this slide we will explain more about the comparative form. Use adjective plus er or more or less adjective to make the comparative form. Examples. Email is fast way to communicate. Newspaper are popular. Okay. Here, instant messaging is faster than email. Print online newspaper have become more popular than print newspapers. The third example, smartphones are expensive. Cell phones are less expensive. Did you notice the words underlined in red color? Fast, faster, popular, more popular, expensive, less expensive. The first example, we used ER. Fast, faster. Long, longer. Short, shorter. And the second example, we used more. Popular, more popular than. And the third, expensive, less, less expensive. Note, the comparative is often used with than. Usually we use faster than, more popular than, less expensive. Usually, not always, we can usually use less expensive than smartphones. We supposed to say cell phones are less expensive than smartphones. Here, the comparative adjectives, we used when we use them, we use the comparative adjective to compare two things. For example, the elephant is bigger than the mouse. Now, is it always we add ER? Tell yes or no. No, not always. Sometimes we use ER, sometimes we double the last word, or the last letter, sorry, and sometimes we drop Y and add IER, sometimes we add more. So, what's the rule here? Think about the rule. Tell me, when do we use ER? When do we use IER? When do we use more? Yes, excellent. So, if it is one syllable, what is the meaning of one syllable? Okay, I'll tell you examples. Big, small, nice, tall. These are one syllable. I'll tell you examples of more than one syllable. Beautiful, 2 syllables. Dangerous, 2 syllables. Intelligent, 3 syllables. Understanding, complex, difficult, expensive, 3 syllables. Yes, give me more examples. Think about more examples about syllables, about words that have more than one syllable. Frustrating, yes. Excellent. So, you can notice the syllables by your sense, by your intuition. I remember that one of my teachers told me that the numbers of hits that you can use with a word tells you how many syllables. For example, when you go back to small, we cannot say small wall, cannot. Nice, can't be. So, nice, tall, perfect, easy. Let's go back to more than one syllable. Beautiful, dangerous. Now, I think the notion of syllables is clear. Now, here we have these words. All of these words are one syllable. So, like big, small, nice, tall. With one syllable, we add ER and then. Clear? So, with one syllable, we add ER. But why here we added another G? Why we doubled last letter? Think about it. Here, it's not doubled. Why is it with big? Yes, perfect answer. Because it is ended with consonant and vowel. Before the consonant, vowel. If the word ends with vowel plus consonant and it is one syllable, when we add ER, we double the last letter, like bigger. So, The first condition, one syllable. The second condition ends with vowel plus consonant. Vowel and consonant. Not two consonants or two vowels and consonants. Or like here, one vowel, two consonants. No. And here we have another example. Two vowels, sorry. With weak, two vowels and one consonant. So we don't double final letter because it ended with two vowels and one consonant. One vowel, one consonant, we double the last letter. And the other words, I think it's clear. Now let's go to syllables ending in Y, or words ending in Y. We change Y to I and add ER. Forms plus IER than. Like easy with Y. I'll write it here. Easy, sorry. Easy. Now it is ended with Y. Also busy. Last letter is ended with Y. Color it here. Sorry. Last letter is Y. Easy, busy. So, what did we do? We dropped Y and add I, then ER. That's it. Easy, easier, busy, busier, pretty, prettier, heavy, heavier, funnier, smaller, happier, friendlier. That's it, etc. Now, with words with more than one syllables, two or more syllables, we use more, like beautiful. Beautiful. We use more beautiful than. We cannot say beautifuler, dangerouser. No, can't be. More beautiful, more dangerous than, more intelligent than, more understanding than, more complex than, more interesting than, more difficult than, more frustrating than. Now we will talk about the superlative. We finished talking about comparative. Now we will talk about the superlative forms. Now use the adjective plus est or most or least plus adjective to make the superlative form. Examples. Face-to-face courses are the fastest way to learn. It compares face-to-face to more than one way to about and it talks about the speed of learning. He says that the face-to-face courses are the fastest way to learn. Face-to-face courses are expensive. Blended learning is less expensive. Our short online course is the least expensive way to study. Here also, face-to-face courses are the fastest way to learn. Our online courses are the most popular. The most popular, the least expensive. what happened here? Expensive is the adjective. If we want to compare two things, we say less expensive or more expensive. But if we want to use the superlative form, that means we will compare more than two things, we use either most or least. Most means the highest, least means the lowest. Some adjectives have irregular comparative and superlative forms. Now let's make sure that you understood here. Now I will use another adjective, easy. Now think about easy. Use the comparative form and the superlative form. Easy, easier. This is comparative form, yes. The superlative, the easiest, perfect, yes. Tall. The comparative form, taller. The superlative, the tallest, yes. Now we will use words with more than one syllable. Beautiful. Yes. Think about beautiful. Perfect. More beautiful. The comparative is more beautiful. Superlative, the most beautiful. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Now, some adjectives have irregular comparative and superlative forms, like good. We don't say gooder. No. Better. This is irregular. Irregular means that it has no rule. Why we use better? What is the rule? There is no rule. Just memorize it like this. This is irregular comparative, this irregular form. Good. If you want to compare two things, better. Ahmed is better than Muhammad. Students are better than lazy. Good students are better than lazy students. Saudi club is better than Brazilian club, etc. And if you want to talk about more than two things, we will use the superlative. We use the best. The best. For example, if we want to say, we want to talk about subjects that you study, English is the best. English is better than physics, for example, and it is the best subject that I have studied. The best means it is better than the others, and we have more than two things to compare. The opposite is bad. The comparative form, worse. The superlative form, the worst. For example, the weather today is worse than yesterday. And for example, mad people are the worst, or crazy people are the worst, etc. Now let's move to the other slide. Here, the superlative adjectives used to compare three or more things. The blue whale is the biggest animal in the world. So we are comparing more than two things. Animals, we have many species of animals, maybe millions of species, and the blue whale is the biggest. Blue whale, bigger than the elephant. The elephant is bigger than the mouse. The mouse is the smallest. The whale is the biggest. Okay. With one syllable, we use the, then est. The biggest, the smallest, the nicest, the tallest, the shortest, the strongest, the weakest, the longest, etc. And the same rule that we have used with the comparative, if it's ended with one vowel and one syllable, we double the last letter, like big, the biggest, double G. Forms with the and ist. The easiest. Why we added IEST here? Yes, because originally it was ended with Y. Easy, easiest. Busy, busiest. We dropped Y and add I instead of Y. The easiest, the busiest, the prettiest, the heaviest, the funniest, the smallest, the happiest, the friendliest. The most. Why we use here the most? Yes, because it is more than one syllable. Beautiful, beautiful, dangerous, intelligent, understanding, complex. So we use the most beautiful, the most dangerous, the most intelligent, the most understanding, the most complex, the most interesting, the most difficult, the most frustrating. Now, exercises. Complete the sentences with the comparative or superlative. So, either comparative, ER, IER, more, or superlative, the IST, or IEST, or IEST, or the most, or the least. Of the adjectives in parentheses, use the before the superlative. So think about these sentences. I'll give you 30 seconds to think about them. Yes. Now we'll think together. The clock tower of the Abraj al-Bayt towers in Mecca is one of high buildings in the world. So here we have buildings. It means many buildings. So we will use what? The comparative or superlative? Yes, the superlative form. So what should we say? The most high, the least high, the highest, or highest? Yes, the highest. We should use the highest building in the world. Yes, is one of the highest building. He said one of, not is the highest, but one of the highest buildings in the world. Social networking is good way to stay connected with friends. Social networking, it is good way, and we can say now if we want to compare social networking with other ways, many ways to stay connected with friends. We have many ways. So what should we say here? The goodest, the good, the better, or the gooder? Yes, the best is the best way to stay connected with friends. Yes. The Taj Mahal in India is one of beautiful buildings in the world. Buildings in the world. So he's comparing Taj Mahal with many buildings. What should we use? Superlative or comparative? Yes, superlative. And now, the beautifulest or the most beautiful? Yes, the most beautiful building, one of the most beautiful buildings in the world. Popular online video game on the market is big ideas too. In the market, how many video games? 1, 2, 3. Yes, we have many video games in the market. So we are using the comparative form. Yes. Popular, the populist, the popularist. Yes, the most popular, the most popular. Perfect answer, perfect answer. Here are the answers: the highest, the best, the most beautiful, the most popular. Now we will talk about something different. Now we have finished talking about comparative and superlative. We have done, I think it's clear, and now we are going to talk about something different. It is need to be done. Let's start. The TV needs to be fixed. Someone needs to fix the TV. The car seats need to be cleaned. Someone needs to clean the car seats. Use have or get with the past participle when someone else performs the service for you. So, when we want someone to do the service for us, we use what? Have or get. The rooms need to be decorated. We need someone to decorate the room. We say what? We are having or we are getting the rooms decorated. Who decorated it? We don't know, or we don't want to mention. We have it decorated, that's it. Or we are getting the rooms decorated. Again, another example. The air conditioner needs to be repaired. Who will repair it? We don't know. It's not important here to say who repaired it. We say we are going to have or get the air conditioner repaired. We're going to get the air conditioner repaired. So it will be repaired. Who repaired it? Not important, not necessary. Again, the third example, the house needed to be painted. We had or got the house painted. The house needed to be painted. We had or got the house painted. I think now it's clear. What did we do here? We add have or get. If it is preceded by verb to be, we use ing. Going to or will, we use it as it is, have or get. And if it is in the past form, we use had or got. The house needed to be painted here in the past. Needs, present. Need to, present. Needed, past. Had or got the house painted. The past participle as adjective. What's the past participle? For example, break, broke, broken, crack, cracked, cracked, damage, damaged, damaged. Each verb has 3 forms. Break is the first form, present form. Broke is the past form. Broken is the past participle. Each verb has 3 forms. Now we are going to talk about past participle as adjectives. We deal with them as adjectives, as if they are adjectives. For example, Break, broken. The cell phone was broken. I throw away the broken cell phone. Here, in the first example, it is as past participle verb. It was broken by someone. But here, we use it as adjective. I threw away the broken cell phones. We know that adjectives precede the nouns. This is the word broken describes cell phone. I throw away the broken cell phone. Crack, cracked. The table's screen was cracked. I got the cracked screen replaced. So here, cracked screen, adjective. This is adjective to screen. Broken cell phone. Cracked screen. The laptop was damaged. The computer technician fixed the damaged laptop. Now, these nouns are described using past participle form of the verb. Broken cell phones, cracked screen, damaged laptop. Exercise. Complete the conversation. Use the correct form of the verbs in parentheses. Here. Number 1, have. 2, not start. 3, might be. 4, recharge. 5, have put in. 6, repair. I'll give you 30 seconds again to think about these answers. Think about this exercise. Complete the conversation. Use the correct form of the verb in parentheses. Yes, now I think you think about the answers. I have this car for 6 months and it gives me all kinds of problems. What is the time? Okay, what? This car for 6 months. I have had this car for 6 months and it gives me all kinds of problems. What is this time? It not start in the morning. It isn't getting started. Yes, it isn't getting started in the mornings. Maybe it is because of the cold or the battery might be low. It might be getting low. Yes, it might be getting low. It probably needs recharge. What should we say here? It probably needs to be recharged. To be recharged. Khalid, isn't that I just have put in a new battery. I just What? I'm getting put in a new battery, and it still won't start. I think the starter needs to be repaired. Yes, perfect. Here are the answers. Have had, isn't getting started, might be getting to be recharged, I'm getting put in to be replaced. The other exercise, choose the correct option for these comparative and superlative adjective sentences. This is the easiest question. Just think about it. I am my brother. Now we are comparing between two men. I and my brother. Taller or the tallest? Yes, perfect, taller. Number 2, she is student in her class. So we are comparing between more than 2. We will use the superlative form. Yes, the youngest, perfect. Not younger than, not the younger, the youngest. 3, the dog is the cat. Now we're comparing between 2 things. Older than, yes, older than the cat. 4, the red jacket is the blue jacket. 4, B, yes, more expensive than. 5, my mother is in her family. The shorter than, the shortest. In her family, more than 2. The shortest, perfect. Number 6, I like sushi, but Chinese food is better. More better. Is better. Yes, the Chinese food is better than sushi. Here are the answers. Now we have finished today's lesson. I will summarize what we have studied today. Use have or get with the past participle when someone else perform the service for you. Adjective form, you have clever, gentle, and comparative form, cleverer, more clever than, gentler, more gentle than. The superlative, we use the cleverest, the most clever, gentlest, the most gentle. Here the past participle as adjective, break, broken, crack, cracked, damaged, damaged. Need to be done, the TV needs to be fixed. Someone needs to fix the TV.